As we drift gently away from the bright spiral arms of Andromeda, we begin to enter a quieter, more mysterious region. This is the halo, the outermost part of the galaxy, where the light grows faint and the stars grow sparse. The halo is like a vast, invisible cloud surrounding the galaxy, stretching far beyond the disk and bulge. It contains ancient stars, old star clusters, and something even more elusive, dark matter. Although we cannot see dark matter directly, scientists believe it makes up a large portion of the halo. It doesn't emit light or reflect it, but its presence is felt through gravity, helping to keep the galaxy together, holding the stars in their orbits, even in the farthest reaches of space. Floating within this quiet region are globular clusters, tightly packed groups of very old stars. These clusters move in slow, wide orbits around the galaxy's center, like gentle satellites drifting through time. Some of these stars are nearly as old as the universe itself. Compared to the busy, glowing arms of the galactic disk, the halo feels calm, almost silent. The stars here are faint and few, but their light has traveled across billions of years, still shining after so long. The halo also contains streams of stars, long trails left behind by smaller galaxies that have passed too close to Andromeda and been torn apart by its gravity. Their stars now stretch across the sky like threads of starlight, gently weaving into the larger galaxy. Even though this region seems still and empty, it is full of quiet activity, invisible forces at work, shaping the galaxy's structure and its future. The halo is where we see Andromeda, not just as it is now, but as it has been and as it will become, the oldest stars. Here are like timekeepers, watching over the galaxy for billions of years, carrying memories of events long past. As we float here in this vast and silent space, we feel the deep peace of distance, of time stretched out so far that everything moves slowly, softly, like a breath taken in a dream. Now, with this stillness in mind, we'll begin to turn our attention to the future, to the slow but certain approach of another galaxy, our own, the Milky Way. As we continue drifting through the halo of Andromeda, we begin to sense something vast on the horizon. Not something near, but something slowly moving closer, across a distance too great to imagine. That something is our own galaxy, the Milky Way. Though it may feel like everything in the universe is still, galaxies are always moving, drawn by gravity, guided by invisible forces, and both Andromeda and the Milky Way are on a gentle but inevitable path toward one another. They are currently 2.5 million light years apart, and yet they are moving closer at a steady pace, pulled together by their combined mass and gravity. This cosmic journey will take billions of years to complete, but the outcome is already written in the stars in around 4.5 billion years. Andromeda and the Milky Way will begin to merge, not with a violent crash, but through a slow and graceful dance. Their shapes will twist and stretch. Spiral arms will tangle. stars will be flung into new paths and new forms will take shape. Despite how dramatic this may sound, most stars will not collide. Space is vast, and even in the densest parts of galaxies, stars are separated by enormous distances. Instead of crashing into each other, they will pass by, their motions changed by gravity, but their light undisturbed. The two galaxies will swirl around one another, pulled into new orbits, creating long tidal streams of stars, nebulae, and dark matter. Over time, they will combine into a single, larger galaxy, most likely an elliptical galaxy, rounder and smoother than the spirals we see today. Astronomers have even given this future galaxy a name. Some call it Milkomeda, a blending of both galaxies, a symbol of their union. Others call it Milkdromeda, playful and poetic, fitting for such a majestic transformation for any life that may exist then. The night sky will look very different, filled with brilliant new patterns of stars, a sky bursting with the beauty of a combined universe. But for us, here and now, the thought of these galaxies moving together, slowly and silently across billions of years, reminds us just how large and timeless the cosmos truly is. As we imagine this great merging, we can picture the stars continuing their journey, unchanged in their light, drifting through time with grace. Now, we gently turn toward the final part of our journey to consider what mysteries Andromeda may still hold and what questions remain unanswered, waiting in the dark. Let your breath remain calm, your body light, and your thoughts open as we float onward. As we near the end of our journey through the Andromeda Galaxy, we find ourselves drifting through the quiet spaces between stars, where light moves slowly and questions linger in the silence. Though we've explored its glowing core, its swirling arms, its ancient halo, and its future with the Milky Way, there is still so much we don't fully understand. Andromeda, like all galaxies, holds mysteries far beyond what we can see. One of the greatest mysteries is dark matter, an invisible force that surrounds and shapes the galaxy. We cannot see it or touch it, but we can feel its presence through the way it pulls on stars and holds the galaxy together. Dark matter may make up most of the galaxy's true mass, and yet its nature remains unknown. There are also questions about black holes, not just the supermassive one at the galaxy's center, but possibly smaller ones scattered throughout. These silent objects hide in the darkness, bending light and space, waiting to be discovered. We wonder about the possibility of life, distant planets circling stars across this galaxy. Some may be like Earth, with oceans and skies, while others could be completely alien, harsh, or unrecognizable. And yet, in a galaxy of over 1 trillion stars, the chance for life feels both distant and possible. Andromeda's satellite galaxies raise questions too. Small companions orbiting quietly, some slowly falling inward, their paths shaped by gravity and time. Will they survive the coming merger or become part of something new? Even the stars themselves tell incomplete stories. Some have strange orbits, odd colors, or flickering light that scientists still study. searching for clues about how galaxies grow, change, and evolve as we float through this silent expanse, we are reminded that mystery is part of the universe's beauty. We do not need to solve everything tonight. We only need to drift, to wonder, and to rest. Andromeda will continue to turn. Its stars will continue to shine, and its secrets will remain safe in the quiet of the cosmos, waiting patiently for curious minds in distant nights. Now, as our journey slowly comes to a close, let the gentle rhythm of the galaxy lull you into sleep. Feel your breath slow, your body soften, and your thoughts grow lighter. You're floating safely, calmly through the stars, embraced by silence, surrounded by wonder, and as the light of a trillion stars fades softly in your mind, you drift into peaceful rest, far from noise, far from time, carried gently by the universe itself.